what's going on, guys? It's Uber Jack here with another video for you today, and this one we're doing a little Friday the 13th earnings review video for you guys, just to show you guys when we're in the busy sort of period what you can sort of expect to make if you're willing to put the time in and the hours in, and just a little feedback from it from my perspective, I guess. So yeah, Friday the 13th of December, it wasn't an unlucky day for me, which is great news. It was a really good day. Here's just some of the fares. So we'll start off down the bottom. There we go. So you can see how many of the fares were coming through surged. Now, interestingly, I nearly made another video the other day about this. Let me just go to the summary for you guys. So yeah, £226. What I was about to say was, bear with me while I'm just looking for a car park space, because I'm just pulling up home now. I nearly made a video the other day talking about the surge, particularly in my market where I work, South Wales, and how it's changed recently. I think a lot of you'll know what I'm talking about. Ever since we had an introduction of fares being increased by 20% on the weekends, we've noticed what I would like to call a cap on the surge. Unofficially, of course, Uber hasn't mentioned it at all or nothing like that. It's purely based on observations that it seems as though the cap, the surge is 100% capped. And probably proof of that would be from tonight. Didn't get anything over 1.9 probably, and 2 is probably the highest that I've seen it since a few weeks ago, when Uber basically said they were going to increase fares on the weekend by 20%. So that's just an interesting angle that they're taking with it. I'll just stop talking till I've finished parking. That was a seriously tight space to get the old Mondeo in. Anyway, yeah, I think Uber, I think they definitely did cap the surge recently. But as I say, it's not really a bad thing, because you know, when it's 3-4 times surge, we love it, and we want to get those fares coming through. But realistically, the surge is always designed to lower demand, and that's what it often does. So you don't always want the demand to be going down too much because the price has gone up too high. You want a medium ground. So I think it's just something that they could be testing. Nonetheless, it was definitely in full effect today. And yeah, so this is the day that we had. So we did 8 hours and 30 minutes. Started at about 4 o'clock. There was a promotion on, actually, which was a consecutive trip bonus promotion. So if you can see there, Quest promotion, £18, that was from today. And yeah, that was obviously to be added on top of this. So we actually finished on £244 in 8 hours and 30, which, you know, we'll obviously take. It's a very good night. It's expected this time of the year that you're going to be flat out, you're going to be busy. What I've been doing personally is, during the week, just accepting almost anything in terms of trips that are coming through, one after another. That props up my acceptance rate. And then early on in the weekends, in the day, so the daytime. So when I started, obviously the trip bonus was on. I was accepting trips because you have to. And then when it gets later on, when it gets sort of past 11, personally myself, I'm a lot more fussier on the trips that I'm taking. So you might be able to see that proof from that if we just have a quick look at the trips that came up and I did. Or they just might not load up. There we are. So 18, 10, 13, cancellation, 12, 12, 19, all from 10 onwards, even before 9, 10 pound fares. There was a nice 24.85 on there. This was probably trip of the night, no doubt it was. 31 minutes, 8 miles, basically from the top of Cardiff to the bottom. And yeah, so that's just a little insight into how I like to work and what I like to do, especially on busy nights like this. We're going to be going at it again tomorrow, looking for some similar kind of money. We've got promotions again tomorrow, some in the afternoon that I might not make, but then there's another one that starts at 9 p.m. and that'll run sort of into the early hours. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the Friday the 13th earnings. Hopefully it wasn't a bad Friday the 13th for you guys. Hopefully you made lots of money, had lots of nice passengers, which what I can say is I did have as well. I didn't have anybody that really spoilt the night for me that was too drunk. I did rock up to pick up this one guy and his friend, and the guy that ordered it looked fine, but his friend, he was stumbling all over the place. So what I do in that situation, I just wind the window down, keep the door locked, all the doors locked, and just kindly say, you know, he's too drunk, sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel. And you know, they can't really, you might get a objection against that sometimes, but most of the time people were fine. In this circumstance, both guys just walked off. They knew really that this fellow was too drunk. But that's it from me, guys. I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all your comments, etc. much appreciated. If you guys want to see any more videos like this, let me know. I might do one tomorrow, letting you guys know how tomorrow was, how it stacked up against today, because equally that should be just as busy. And next Friday actually will be the Black Friday. Nothing to do with the sales, but that's the Friday where we expect it's the most busiest sort of for a night out. So we'll see how that goes as well. I may do a video on that too. But for now, guys, that rounds up the video. Catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.